What CS2 gun has the best skins, and which one has the worst skins? I don't know yet, but that's what I want to answer today. I won't be taking prices hugely into account this video, let's just take a look at the overall skins. Okay, let's go through the guns that could possibly be crowned today. The M4A4 has a lot of good skins. The Asimov, the Hellfire, the Coalition, Howl, Poseidon, there's more also. But the M4A1 also exists, and I think it has a whole lot more good to decent skins than the A4. With the A1, we've got the Icarus Fell, Print Stream, Blue Phosphor, Welcome to the Jungle, Danger Hazard, Hot Rod, oh, and the Knight. That's not even to mention other skins like the Masterpiece and the Golden Coil. So I think the overall skin selection for the A1 is better, but also the Howl is hard to ignore. Being the only contraband skin in the game, it's pretty legendary. But the A1 still has overall better skins, you can fight me if you want. But how do these two guns compare to the AK-47? We'll get into the skins that the AK-47 has, but I personally think it's in a league of its own compared to the two M4s. So the AK-47 is our first competitor today. We've established that the M4A1 has a lot of good skins, but there's one other gun that you're definitely thinking of that's even more stacked. Of course, it's the AVP. Oh, it's AWP. But yeah, I don't think it was ever a question who was going to be the second competitor today. So we'll go through the notable skins for each gun because I like seeing stuff laid out like that and I just like looking at these skins. And then we're going to compare them and crown a gun to have the best skins in the game. But first, real quick, I did mention the gun with the worst skins in the game, and it is unquestionably the MP5. Not only is it the newest gun in the game, it's also quite unpopular, leading there to be very few skins to choose from. Let's run through the more notable ones real quick. The Phosphor is pretty vibrant but nothing crazy. Without a doubt, the best MP5 skin is the Oxide Oasis from the 2021 Mirage collection. It's a collection pink skin, so of course it's going to look pretty good, if only this skin was on a real gun. Beyond those two, we have the Agent, which is fine, I guess, and the Liquidation is also fine, I guess. I don't really like any other skins for this gun, so it was a pretty easy choice. Alright, with that out of the way, let's move on to some of the best skins that this game has to offer. Let's go through the AWP skins first. Of course, the AWP has a ton of good skins. It's a legendary gun that has even influenced other games. I mean, the same can be said about the AK, but let the AWP have its moment, okay? Starting off with the Asimov. Both the AK and the AWP have an Asimov, but I like the AWP Asimov a whole lot more. Not to mention the Blackamov. But yeah, insanely legendary skin that deserves the hype. We also have the AWP Wildfire, but if the rumors are true, we might be getting an AK Wildfire also. The Aethris is a top tier budget skin. Looks amazing. A little bit overdone, but I still love it. The Mortis is fine. I don't really like it myself, but I see a lot of them, and it is super cheap, so I guess people like them. Alright, let's talk about a couple OG skins. Another skin that both guns have is the Redline, but I think it works better on the AK. It just does. Not that the AWP Redline is a bad skin, I'm just saying. The Lightning Strike is pretty OG and looks great as well. It is a little pixelated, but whatever, it still looks good. I've always liked the AWP Boom as well. Works great for sticker crafts, especially with stickers on the scope. The Electric Hive is decent, definitely worth a mention, but nothing special. I do like some of the more rare patterns you can get, they're pretty cool. But the AWP Onitaji is perfect. This skin. I will get my hands on one someday. Today is not that day, but it will happen, mark my words. So those are just some of the skins from cases. What about the collection skins? So the Onitaji is tied for my favorite AWP skin with the AWP Prince. I absolutely love this skin. I want to own one of these also, but it's probably not gonna happen. I gotta keep my dreams in check a little bit, alright? The counterpart to the Prince is of course the Gungnir. Also insanely cool. We'll have to wait and see if the AK has anything to match this, and I think it does, so sit tight. The Desert Hydra is a Dragonlore inspired skin that looks great. It's not my personal favorite, but I still admit it looks fantastic. The Silk Tiger is also super unique. I love this skin, even if it's not as flashy as something like an AWP Fade. Speaking of the AWP Fade, I said in another video that the existence of it frustrates me. It took a slot of what could have been another legendary skin like the Gungnir, but I guess there's no going back, so. The Medusa is also here, and I wanted to say I was enlightened about the AWP Medusa. The reason you can't see Medusa in idle is because her eyes will turn you into stone, which is a super cool touch I never considered before. I'm not very smart. I like this skin a whole lot more now. So those skins, those were the big boys, but there's one massive boy that you're probably thinking about. I don't think there is another skin in the game that has had more cultural impact than this one. The Dragonlore. I still remember the day in 2015 when I saw my first Dragonlore in-game. Easily the single most influential skin to ever grace this game. I think that this comment sums it up best. Okay, so that's a pretty stacked lineup. But before we go see what the AK has to offer, I'm over halfway to 1,000 subscribers as of recording this. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more CS2 skin content. A like would also be appreciated. Thanks again guys, the Llama army is growing way faster than I anticipated. Okay, so the AK-47 has a lot of iconic skins as well. Like the AWP, let's start with the Asimov. Yeah, the AWP looks better. Not that this is a bad looking skin though. Because it isn't. The AWP just looks better. The Inheritance is a new AK skin that seems to be massively popular, being seen in pro matches and random matchmaking games alike. The Empress is super solid, and the Nightwish is, alright, I don't know, it's fine, I got nothing against it. Okay, back to the Redline. Yeah, the AK looks better than the AWP. Super iconic skin right here, but yeah, it's not even close for me personally, the AK is way better. Looking at this again, I think I prefer the Nightwish over the Headshot. The Headshot looks worse than I remember. I absolutely love the Neon Rider. It looks incredible in CS2. And you cannot forget the Fuel Injector, another skin that got a huge boost in CS2. I mentioned this in another video, but the Aquamarine Revenge used to be my favorite AK skin in the game for some reason, but yeah, good skin. Also can't forget the Vulcan, super rare OG skin, I love it. And of course, the Bloodsport is an easy S tier, I own one myself, it's a perfect skin if you ask me. I think the Ice Cold has earned its spot here as well. It's kind of taken the place of the Redline as the semi-budget AK skin of choice. It looks great for the price. The Jaguar also definitely deserves a spot, OG skin right here, and so is the Wasteland Rebel. I'm looking at you, Dave. Even though I don't personally really like it, one of the most popular budget skins of all time is definitely the Slate. Can't forget the Frontside Misty or Point Disarray either. I love the Point Disarray, it's cool. I also think the Laminate skins are pretty cool. Not you, Green Laminate. Sorry. There's a lot of Legion of Anubis stands out there. Show yourselves. And I know a lot of people don't like the Elite Museo, but I do. As long as I am here, you will enjoy it. Oh, and the Cartel also got a huge visual buff in CS2. It's a really nice skin. Okay, so we talked about some of the big boy op skins, but the AK also has big boy skins. I would be yelled at if I didn't talk about the AK-47 Fire Serpent. It's pretty cool and I wish we had more skins like it. I do like the Panthera Anka a little bit better than the Jaguar. The carving in the handle and the stock is pretty nice. The X-Ray has a lot of haters out there, but I will stan it. I think it looks pretty good. You cannot change my mind. But the Hydroponic still looks better. Legendary AK skin right here. The Gold Arabesque is alright, but there's something about it I just don't really like. It's not for me, but a skin that is for me is the AK-47 Jet Set. 10 out of 10 skin right here. Thanks again, Fee, for letting me borrow yours. So I mentioned a skin I believe can go toe-to-toe with the Op Gunganir, and I think that skin is the Wild Lotus. This skin is insane. I cannot believe it exists. We need more skins like this 100%. So I bet you probably have noticed that I skipped one skin, and it's the Case Hardened. The AK-47 Case Hardened pattern 661 is probably the second most impactful skin to ever touch this game behind the Dragon Lore. I have used the word legendary a couple of times throughout this video, but this is a legendary skin. Besides the 661, I think even random low blue patterns are still awesome. So I skipped a lot of skins for time's sake, but I did take every skin into account when answering the question, what gun has the best skins in the game? I want to be as objective as possible here, so the AWP has skins like the Gunganir and Dragonlore, and the AK has skins like the Case Hardened and Wild Lotus. But like I said, I'm taking everything else into account also. So after much deliberation with myself and a very long time deciding, I think I have to go with the AK-47. So I personally think it just has more high tier skins. I mean, we've got the Neon Rider, Panthera Anka, Fuel Injector, Hydroponic, Bloodsport, Redline, Empress, Vulcan, Fire Serpent. There's so many to choose from. So I will admit that the AWP hits higher highs with the Gunganir and Dragonlore, but there are more high tier AK skins I would love to use than AWP skins personally. But once again, these are easily the two most stacked guns when it comes to skins in the game. The AK-47 just barely edges it out for me though. But yeah, that'll do it for today. Feel free to disagree with me in the comments if you want, and well, looks like you made it to the case opening. It has always been a dream of mine to have a growing YouTube channel, so thanks for helping it become a reality. I'm having so much fun making these videos, and I'm trying to stick to an upload schedule now, every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So we are up to about $26 wasted on cases, and we have made roughly $4 back. That's enough money to buy roughly 860 P250 sand dunes. I am doing the wrong thing here.